Hey guys, Tobie at Pram Market. Today we're going to cook almost my dad's recipe for shepherd's pie, which is a recipe I grew up with as a little kid. I think a lot of Aussies do grow up eating this. I'm going to make a very easy, traditional version of this. This is how we do it. To get started, preheat an oven to 180 degrees. Take a large sized pan over a medium heat. Add some oil, the onion, carrots. Take the garlic, smash it down to loosen the skin, and run through the garlic with a knife. Garlic can go in. Take a small handful of freshly picked rosemary. Just run through that with a knife a little bit. We don't need to chop that super finely. Add the rosemary in with those vegetables. Saute the onion, the carrot, the garlic, and the rosemary over a medium heat until those vegetables are really soft and without color. After 8 to 10 minutes, the vegetables will start to soften and we can think about putting the meat in. I'll be using lamb, but you could interchange this for pretty much any ground meat you want. Increase the heat to high, meat goes in. Use the spoon just to break the meat up a little bit. While the lamb and the veggies are cooking away, we can think about getting the potatoes on for the mash for the top of the shepherd's pie. I've chopped these fairly small so they cook quickly. We'll submerge them into cold water without spilling them. We'll add a good pinch of salt. And we'll bring it up to the boil, then reduce down to a simmer. Once the meat's been cooking out for a little while in the pan and starting to brown, we can go in with some tomato paste. Really mix the tomato paste through all those ingredients and allow it to toast a little on the base of the pan before adding in some red wine. We want to allow that wine to almost completely evaporate. Once the wine's almost totally evaporated, we can add the stock in. Bring that to the simmer and reduce it almost down until thickened. Once that's reduced down, you got a little bit of moisture, but not too much, and it's nice and thickened. You can fold the peas through, turn off the heat, and set aside until needed. Once the potatoes are soft and cooked and ready to mash, you can strain them out, and let's make some mash. Add the milk into the potato, a little bit more salt, some pepper, some nutmeg is always good. And my favorite for mash is freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Once you've got all those ingredients in, you can mash it. You need to move fairly quickly so you get it while it's hot. And don't worry if it's quite liquidy because we're going to put it in the oven and it will dry out a little bit. Once everything's ready, pour the mixture into a baking dish. And then spoon the mash over the top. I normally start by making a few little patches of it. And then just tease it out with a spoon to the edges or with a fork. And here you can really do whatever you want. You can make some nice patterns in there, get that cottage pie effect going on. I kind of like to leave it a little rustic so you get these nice sort of almost charry tips on the potato. Pop that into the preheated oven for 10 to 15 minutes until the potatoes brown on top.